Hey there, all you tiger hunters. Welcome back to One More Barlow, One More Beer. This is episode number 12. We're going to talk about a case knife today. And actually, as Jersey Pete would call it, one more beer, one more Barlow. Haha. I love you, Pete. I wish you'd join in on one of these episodes. I remember reading a comment, somebody was saying, Pete, that's a great idea. Little do they know that I started it. So, this is a very special beer. I generally don't buy bottled beers. I generally drink mostly out of cans. Why? I don't know. Usually I'm hiking or camping, and glass is just not the way to go. This is a beer that I used to drink when I was 21 years old. North Coast Brewing Company. It is Red Seal Ale. It's brewed in Fort Bragg, California, on the coast there. And when I turned 20, I moved to Humboldt County, Eureka, Arcata area, the Redwoods, just south of where Empire, Return of the Jedi was filmed, which was in Crescent City area. So anyhow, I used to drink this. This is established in 1988. It is an American amber ale, or amber pale ale, I guess just amber ale, 5.4% alcohol by volume. I've had a slice of cardboard here. Here, let's get into the beer. I'm going to open it with my Bear & Son beer tender, Barlow. And I'm going to have a sip and set it aside so I don't spill it everywhere. Oh, wow, that brings back memories. I don't think I've had that since I was 21. That's 29 years ago. Anyhow, I've saved this, a cardboard piece, because I love the Red Seal artwork on it. And the Red Seal, so you can see here, their old logo has the whale fin, North Coast Brewing Company. And their new one is the sperm whale here. It'd be really cool to scrimshaw that on something. But essentially the same. It just doesn't say like water, malted barley, hops, yeast. They've won awards year after year after year for this beer. It says Carpe Diem Vita Brevis, which I'm totally ruining that. But it stands for take a day, life is short. Technically, it stands for, basically, seize the day, art is long, life is short. But, it just basically means take a day, life is short, have a beer, enjoy life, it goes fast. So, I know I'm all over the place. I haven't had this since I was 21, and I had forgotten about it, but this has been on my wall because I just love the Red Seal. Now, back when I was playing really experimental music, I wanted to do an album called Red Whales and have whales kind of a more of like a movie soundtrack, sound effects of whale songs and feedback and noise and stuff like that. And the album cover would be red whales, kind of this color, like floating above the surface of Mars, like traveling through the air. Back when I used to smoke the wacky tobacco. But anyhow, that's kind of the story behind this. And so I've always loved this. I was like, oh wow, Red Seal. It's like my red whale album concept, like whales on Mars. And so I looked it up and it was still available, and I had to actually find a grocery store that had it up here in the Northwest. They didn't have it anymore. And lo and behold, I went and found it. Very happy, brings back some memories. Anyways, enough about the beer. But I had to pick a special beer this time because I've been doing the same beers and I wanted to do something different. So we're talking about the case Barlow. This is gray, pocket-worn Crandall jigging. It is carbon steel. It's one of the newest releases. I think it's about $73. I don't know, maybe 74. I can't remember. They're all just above $70. You can see the Crandall jigging. It's kind of like a wave pattern. I'm not too huge on gray bone, but gray bone is one that I don't have in my series. I specifically got this to have a carbon steel blade. You can see the laser etching there. Nothing on this side. Let's check the fit and finish first. 0 gaps. Now, if I hold up the light, I may see just a little bit of light in spots. Do you notice a few little specks here? Now, I haven't even hit it with case paste yet. I'm sure that would come out. You know, being carbon steel, you're going to get a patina. Blade centering looks really decent on this one. I mean, this is off just a hair. I don't see any rubbing. Good walk and talk. I mean, I did have to clean this one out. Jersey Pete was saying you got to clean these out, and I showed this on my unboxing, and it was a little gritty, but I cleaned it out. You can see some oil there. Now it's got really good walk and talk, decent centering. I really like the Barlows. They're a good small pocket carry, and having big hands, I never used to be into them. I'm like, it's just a little pocket knife, you know, like almost 3 finger. I can get 4 fingers on this. There's just something really cool about them. I don't know if it's my English blood, my Scottish blood, something really cool about Barlows. So you can see this one, the small oval case shield. Now I noticed something different about mine that I haven't seen on other people's, is look at how the jigging goes underneath the bolster there, and how the bolster kind of has conformed to the jigging. Now I just noticed that on my red copper lock, and I'm like, oh, that's unusual. I haven't seen that before. Well, my 6.5, smooth right here. I watched 30 Knifty's video, and it was smooth on the other side. Look at this. Look really close. You can kind of see how the bolster has conformed to the jigging. So usually it's smooth before they get up to it. So I don't know if that's like a little factory defect. If it was on the show side, it might bother me. Being the pile side, it doesn't bother me. I think it gives these extra special character, and I'm happy with it. I just want to make an observation. I've never noticed that before in case knives, and I have 1, 2, 3 knives now that are like that on the pile side. Wanted to make the observation here to show you what it probably should look like. My purple barn board, you can see how it's smooth here, no jigging up to the bolster, and the same with that. I've seen some people who have gotten these and the jigging has gone all the way up to the bolster, so I'm wondering if the bolster has conformed like these have. So I'm very happy Case is bringing the Barlow back. They gave us some great offerings this year. Hopefully there'll be more later this year. I'm very excited to see what they have. Sure, they're not cheap. They're 70, you know, around $70. My barn board was 70. Like I said, this is probably 73. My 6.5 is about $72. But to me, that's a deal because they haven't been around for a while and they just go for insane amounts of money. I really wanted the carbon steel. I haven't even pulled the pen blade out. You can see 62009 CS for and a half, I'm sorry, 09 and a half, and CS for carbon steel. Nice half stop, nice snap, great Barlows. Now, I know that's a lot of money for some people to spend. I know prices of everything have gone up. I used to be like buying knives in the $50 range. And then, like even Rosecraft's gone up to about $60. And so, I'll spend $10 more for a case. It's not everybody's thing. Some people have fit and finish issues that really bug them. I just watched Thrifty Kniffy's review of his. My blade centered. His was off to the show side and rubbing the tip, which is unfortunate. Spent $72 for a Barlow. Come on, Case. You're putting one blade in a knife. Get it centered. Well, you did on mine. Thank you. I appreciate it. But poor Thrifty. I mean, the guy's like a Rough Rider guy for a reason, like he prefers the Rough Riders, and he, forks out the dough and gets a case, and what's he get? He gets a blade that's rubbing. So very sorry, Thrifty. That's very unfortunate. I know, I'm supposed to be showing this Barlow, and I'm showing every other Barlow. Well, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to have to carry this knife. I'm debating whether or not to peel some fruit with it and get a patina. I don't know. This is like my last carbon steel blade that doesn't have patina all over it. I'm sure I eventually will. It'll make it unique. Very nice long nickel silver bolsters. Looks like you got brass pins there, brass liners. Everything's nicely polished, except for those little specks there. But that happens on case knives occasionally. This one does not have it. This one has a little smudge right there too. I'm not sure why that is. Something after the polishing process. Anyways, that could polish out. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm already going on 12 minutes. Just wanted to highlight this awesome Barlow. I've already done my Barlow blowout, and these were the 2 new ones that I've gotten. And I did an unboxing, like not even 2 weeks ago, but I didn't really get into it and talk about it that much. Very happy with this. Very happy with all my case Barlows. I have 3 so far. I'm looking forward to more. I know the vault pattern is a razor knife. It's kind of like a Barlow, like a one-arm Barlow. I may have to get one. I'd rather save up for, well, another Barlow. And I'm going to highlight this one another time because I have another 6.5 stag coming, and it's a very special one that they don't make anymore, and I'll tell you the story on that later. Thank you for joining me for one more Barlow. One more beer. Episode 12. You guys have a fantastic day. Take care. Be sharp. Stay kind. And take chances. Bye now.